Hey, Popeye are the latest.
Good morning, Popeyes. Grandma watch Popeyes every morning and every night.
Greetings, viewers and subscribers. In today's journey, we are gonna go back where we started yesterday. Yesterday, I made a mistake. I told you that we were starting at Watercrest, but it's not Watercrest. We actually are starting at Redgate. The next area that we'll be passing is Watercrest. Then we are gonna be passing Ferris, then Paradise, then Smithfield, on way to Savannah Lamar. So just sit back, relax and drive with me. Now, we wanted to do a second video yesterday, but we had to postpone it due to circumstances beyond our control. Later on today, we'll be giving you the crime roundup. We have some interesting stories coming up. A hoodlum was shot and killed yesterday in Montego Bay after he and his crony shot and injured a man. You're gonna want to hear the details surrounding that story. Stand by for that. Murderer! Blood is on your shoulder. Why you kill Chantal Blake McCullough? Murder! You're inside Mossy Hollow. How does it feel to kill your children's mother? Shane McCullough. Shane McCullough. You're not tired for me I call your name? No. I've seen the comments and I realized that some persons are just catching on to the story of Shane and Chantal Blake McCullough. No. Shane McCullough, he's not a policeman. Shane was, or we're not even sure if he still is, because we're getting information that the board of the company, they had sent him on leave when we first started highlighting this story. But he was the managing director for a big construction company named S&M Construction Company. That company, it is based in Old Harbour in the parish of St. Catherine. That company has been the recipient of billions of dollars in government contracts all over Jamaica. That company built schools, refurbished police stations, courthouses, hospitals, you name it. So Shane is no small fry. If you're a managing director for a construction company like that, you're gonna be acquainted with some powerful people in Jamaica. And Shane, yes, he was acquainted with some bigwigs, both in the police force and in the political directorate. Let me address something also, because I've seen the comments. I'm reading the comments, you know. Chantal was not killed for insurance money. If that was the case, her body would not be dumped where the killers were of the view that it would not be found. Are you following me? Yeah, man, so it was not no insurance money business. Shane, 2 days after your wife went missing, you were talking to one of her aunts, and this is what you said to the aunt. Listen this.
You get me? And that is every single soul. And I hear from myself, the job around, the job around, yes, the job around. That's going to really get me upset. Because I am grieving and people, they might take me and say, twist it and I said, beef and I said, that. I mean, everybody has human being, and blood run through me like everybody else.
So, Shane McCullough, you know me still want to know. Shane McCullough, if your wife was missing and you reported her missing and you didn't know what happened to her, why the hell were you grieving? What the hell were you grieving about? In Shane? You think so we done? We just a come. Now, I'm gonna be addressing something else, because I try to read all of your comments. Firstly, this channel supports law and order. As a result, we support the organization that is put in place to enforce the laws of the land. We support the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Yes, we support the Jamaica Constabulary Force in the lawful execution of their duties. However, that support is not unconditional. If and when I see foolishness, I'm gonna be talking about it. So let me tell you something. Don't expect to hear me come here, come bash the JCF, or bash DCP Fitzbailey, or bash the Commissioner of Police. We don't play that. But what we are gonna do is call them out when the need arise. If you have an issue with that, that is your business. Secondly, Popeye News Links is not aligned to any political party. If the need arise and we have to call out a political representative, we are going to do it fairly and without fear. We are going to do it without malice or ill will when we do it. Who want vex when we talk? That is their business. This channel, it is anti-hoodlums, whether they are police officers, politicians, or whoever. So if we carry a story and you are saying that we are lying, it's simple. You don't have to say what the truth is. All you have to do is point out the lie that we are telling. If you are saying we are biased, I have no problem with that. There is nothing wrong with being biased, because when it comes to law and order, yes, we are biased. We support victims and we burn out hoodlums. I hope you understand. So when you write your foolishness, don't expect that I'm gonna come here and cuss and go and bad. That's not what built this channel. We don't come here and cuss nobody. We come here and we give you facts. We come here and we research and we give you our honest opinions. We are only human. If we make a mistake, we are gonna come back and correct it. We don't set out to mislead anybody. Like this story that we are gonna be bringing now, there is some correction. We carried this story on Sunday, July 17th, 2022, and we told you about a traffic accident that took place on Monday, July 11th, 2022, about 12 midday. We told you that it took place along the Watercrest Main Road in the parish of Westmoreland. We told you that young man on your screen, his name is Troy Hamilton, and he was 22 years old. Troy, he lived at Kendall District in the parish of Hanover. We told you that we had received information that Troy, he was driving a red 2005 Ronex motor car. That is the car that you are seeing on your screen. We told you that Troy, he was heading towards Savannah Lamar direction when on reaching in the vicinity of Nelson's Bar. Troy, he ended up losing control of the car whilst negotiating a left-hand corner. As a result, the car collided into a concrete wall on the left side of the road. We told you that both Troy and a passenger in the car named Clean, they had received some serious injuries and they were rushed to the Savannah Lamar Public Hospital, where Troy subsequently died. Now, immediately after posting that video, we started getting some messages. Persons were saying that it was not Troy who was driving the car. They were saying that persons were pinning the accident on Troy because he died. So we did some digging, and this is what we found out. The accident, it didn't take place at 12 midday, like we had said. It took place about some minutes after 12 midnight in the early morning of Monday, January 11th. So here is what we found out. On Sunday, July 10th, 2022, sometime in the afternoon, Troy was at his home at Kendall. He was washing some clothes when two of his friends came and called him, telling him that they were going to a car show, and they invited Troy to come to the car show with them. These two friends, we are told that one of the guys, he's popularly known as Malo. He was the driver, and Clean, he sat in the front passenger seat. We are told that Troy, he sat in the back of the red Toyota Ronex motor car. They went to the car show, and it is said that Troy, he bet and he won some money. When they were heading back home in the night, it was the same thing. Malo was driving the car, Clean in the front, and Troy, he was sitting on the back left passenger seat. So it was Malo who was driving the car when it crashed, not Troy. We are told that Troy, he was taken to the hospital by his so-called friends, and they left him at the hospital. No one stick around to tell the doctors what really happened and the fact that he might be having internal bleeding. Troy's so-called friends also robbed him of his cellular phone and the money he won at the car show. Clean, you know exactly what happened. And you know that it was not your friend Troy or your so-called friend Troy who was driving the car. It was your friend Malo who was driving the car. Do the right thing. So, let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Have you hit on the like button as yet? If you have not yet hit on it, remember to hit on the thumbs up button. If you are over here watching our videos and you have not yet subscribed, remember to hit on the subscribe button. Then hit on the notification bell, then click all. So that whenever we upload a new video, you will be the first to be notified. And the crime roundup, it will be coming up in the afternoon. Stand by for it. Now, this incident, very, very sad indeed. That lady on your screen, her name is Tanasha Brown, or Tanasha, but it is spelled Tanasha. She was 38 years old. Tanasha, she was a security officer and she was assigned to the Azul Hotel in Negril. She lived at Townhead in the parish of Westmoreland. Tanasha, she was a mother who cared for her kids. So, Tanasha, she woke up early Tuesday morning, August 2, 2022, and she got ready for work. By 5:30 in the morning, she was on the road. She didn't even get to say goodbye to her kids because she didn't want to wake them up. Tanasha, she worked all day Tuesday and she got her relief at minutes after 7 o'clock in the night. She got a drive from one of her co-workers. That co-worker, he would drop her off in Savannah Lamar so she could get a taxi to go home at Townhead. Her co-worker, his name is Bruce. And Bruce, he was driving a green 1993 Daihatsu Applause motorcar. A few minutes before 8 p.m., the Daihatsu motorcar being driven by Bruce with Tanasha as a passenger. They were traveling on the Bowen Main Road at Sheffield in the parish of Westmoreland. The motorcar, it was traveling in an easterly direction towards Savannah Lamar. A white rented 2016 Toyota Corolla Axio motorcar being driven by a man from Revival District in Westmoreland was traveling behind the Daihatsu. Now, traveling in the opposite direction and heading towards Negril was a white 2011 Toyota Corolla Luxel motorcar. That motorcar, it was being driven by a police officer. And traveling behind him was a Toyota Axio motorcar being driven by another police officer. That was a mouthful, not true? Yeah man, that was more than a mouthful. Are you following me? Let me recap. Two police officers, one traveling behind each other, were driving their cars. They were heading towards Negril. Whilst Tanasha and her colleague, they were in a Daihatsu coming in the opposite direction from Negril with a Toyota Corolla traveling behind it. You got that? So, the police officer who was traveling in front, he was in the process of going around a right-hand curve when he failed to keep to the left of the road. As a result, the car veered to the right lane. The policeman, he ended up losing control of the car and it collided head-on with the Daihatsu Applause motorcar with Tanasha and her colleague, which was traveling in the opposite direction. The other car being driven by the policeman who was traveling behind that one, he failed to stop. Apparently, he was going too fast and also ended up colliding into the Daihatsu Applause motorcar. The car was pushed backwards into the front of the 2016 Toyota Corolla that was traveling behind it. You got that? Yeah man, I hope you got it. From all indication, Tanasha, she died on the spot. Her colleague Bruce Carr, his left hand and both legs were broken. The policeman who first collided into the Daihatsu, he was rendered unconscious. No. I don't like to speculate, but one thing I have is common sense. And based on what I just said, do you have any doubt that these two police officers were racing? Do you have any doubt that they were racing? Well, if you do, I don't. If and when we get any further information, we will certainly be updating this story. But condolences to the family and friends of Tanasha. May her soul rest in peace. And Constable Richards, we are hoping that you will pull through. And when you do, we are expecting that you will be charged for causing death by dangerous driving. Because it was your carelessness that took this lady's life. She was a provider for her family. The mayhem on the roads continues. Blessed love, everybody.
Tell a friend about Papa in Newslink and PNL Blog TV. Like, subscribe and share. Quicksilver sing, if we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. If we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. Hey, crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. I coulda sunshine or rain. Jamaica, no problem, no pain. Rude boy them knock out can't tame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. To the street and the lane, everybody them start complain. Bloodshed, what a shame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Jamaica, the land of the sun. Jamaica become now the land of the gun. East and north and south when we turn. Country and town, man a pay blood a run. Murder, don't you baby me hear them a murder. Cut it out, tell them no gonna further. Man a dead like cans and bird, yeah. Who no listen them a word, yeah. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a